Hello guys. So I have managed to solve the CI issue that was there on our system from for a while. So I'll just go through this my thought process of what I did and how the problem was solved. Turns out it's a very small issue. So here's what I do first. This issue is there was this issue on our cloud build on Google Cloud Platform, and the issue is now solved. So what I did was I went to the Google Cloud. I literally copied the issue that was causing this. I could not understand why this was coming, and but if you see over here, you can see that this issue is coming from a library called Corepack, and it's coming from node modules, Corepack. So it's not directly from our module, but from a third party library that we're using in our project. So it's related to Corepack. That is for sure. And this is the issue. So you just need to do copy and paste. And I also went to ChatGPT and it also gave me a brief overview, but instead of using the ChatGPT solution, because this is a whole new issue that I haven't solved before, I rather went out and searched for the issue, and I opened the first three links. So first one is from 4 days ago, the another one was from 3 days ago, and another one was from Jan 27, a while back, a few weeks ago. So yeah, all fresh links. I go over here, it talks about Corepack, PNPM, and that is exactly what issues we are having. We are using PNPM, and we have a Corepack in our node modules. So it talks about some issue with versioning. So I go and check the versions, and in our code we're using Node.js 18. We're not specifying a specific version of Node.js 18, but just using Node.js 18 in our Docker container. Then I go further into this Stack Overflow. It's also a fresh issue, so it means that it's not happening only within our system, but it's common across the board. Other people are also facing the same issue, and they are getting the same issue recently, which means that something has changed in the recent release of some package. So without going too much into the nitty gritty detail, I come across this thread, and always GitHub issues or discussion. This is the place where you get the most amount of information, and sometimes it can be a little too much. So what I just do is I look at the upvotes or hearts or likes, and there are some solutions which are highly downvoted, and there are some solutions which are upvoted. So this says that we are pinned to 9.15.4, and seeing this on CI, so it's not limited to 10.1, so that didn't help. So I go further down. This one says Corepack prepare PNPM and use the version 10 and activate it. I go and look into my Docker file. So over here, I find Corepack and PNPM. So it says Corepack enable PNPM, but this does not specify the version. So I found that after this, I added this little bit of code, which is Corepack. Now that you have enabled PNPM, prepare this specific version 10 and activate it, and it should work. So I did that, and I also did this somewhere down below because there are two places where we use this. So I did that. Of course, it didn't work in the first try, otherwise that would have been magical. So I think I started debugging somewhere over here, and then oops, my screen recording stopped. Come on, come on. Okay, now we're back. So I started somewhere over here, did a few tries, and I also did one locally simply by running Docker compose up. The build wasn't finally successful because there was some configuration error, but the the Docker issue, the containerization issue, that was solved, and I was able to go further and run it. So there was an issue on the second build, but the first build was successful, which is where we are having issue initially. So I didn't even have to push the code. I did two checks over here and then pushed it. So the bottom line is, don't hesitate to narrow down the issue, Google it, understand the conversation, and try possible solution.